All right, Jeff Fenech, a surprising fight, but a massive opportunity for Brock Jarvis. What do you make of this matchup?
Yeah, definitely was a surprise to me. When Brock and his father came and spoke to me, they mentioned that the Rose boys were trying to bring out Keith Thurman. For me, the start was, I thought, Then I started doing a little bit of work with Brock, and the more work we do, the more confident I am. But like I said, part of the work we've been doing has been watching videos of Keith Thurman. Every time I watch him, he gets better and better. The kid's, well, not the kid, 36, it's a kid to me. Keith Thurman's one of the best fighters I've seen for a long, long time. And I wouldn't have said that 10 weeks ago, but now that I've watched him on video and seen the skill level that he has in close, at the distance, the way he can bring somebody onto a punch, the way he can punch and beat people to a punch, very, very impressive. I think that Keith said something, but I'll agree with it, that he's, without doubt, one of the best fighters in the last 10 years.
Brock seemed pretty confident up there. What is his sort of read on this fight? What's his path to victory here?
Yeah, one of the things that you got to realise in our sport, if you go up there and you're not confident, then it's done. It's done. So look, I love the confidence. I love what he's saying. I love what he represents. But now we've got to go back home and work harder than ever. And we've got to have a plan. We've got to set a plan, and we've got that already done. He's just got to be able to keep working at it, and then take that into the fight. You can't fight Thurman's fight. Anybody that fights the way Thurman wants to, you're losing.
What's does a victory here for Brock? What sort of doors open up for him?
It's massive, you get, if you beat Keith Thurman, you're a name in America, and that's where, you want to become a name. That's the fight capital of the world. That'll open a lot of doors, and it'll be an interesting ride. But for me, there's only one door I want open. That's the door of the Hearn Pavilion on the 12th of March, and us to walk in and then close that door victorious.
A lot of mention of Tszyu up there today. Do you think Keith may be overlooking Brock and looking at sort of bigger plans for him later this year?
Yeah, man, I'd like to hope so. Look, for me, Tszyu still, without doubt, one of the best fighters in Australia by far. He's made a couple of mistakes, and I'm just hoping that Tim has the mental capacity to know that when you make a mistake, you need somebody there in your corner that can tell you how to fix it. I've seen him in 2 fights, and care what anybody says, they've had no idea. In his last fight, having his dad there, I don't care what anybody says, adds extra pressure to you. You mean to tell me if my dad was the best rugby league player in the world and I was playing in a rep game, I'm not going to try to show my dad how great I was? And then I hear the most stupidest shit that I've ever heard, where they said they want to take him to Russia and put him in a training camp where they're going to make him, put him through torture, make him know what to listen. The kid's been there. He's one of the greatest fighters that Australia has produced. He just needs one thing. He needs somebody to tell him how to fix the mistakes that he made that night. And being tortured and being, put through hell, that's not going to teach you anything. That might make you mentally stronger, but that's not going to teach you to be a better fighter.
Saw Eddie Hearn out here a couple of weeks ago, interviewed him, and he said that the jury is still out on Tszyu and perhaps he's not elite. Your thoughts on those comments?
Well, Eddie Hearn can say that because obviously he's not with Eddie Hearn. He's with the guys who I believe are the best. These boys are at No Limit. And, he just watched him lose. So, he's not going to say, nobody's going to say somebody's the greatest when they've just lost 2 fights in a row. But the other thing is if he was signed with him, of course he would have made an excuse for the first fight because of his head. And in the second fight he was just unlucky. He got hit with a massive punch and just couldn't recover from it. But like I said, so what you do is you go and practice and you learn from it. And the first thing you do is you have a corner that knows that after the 4th round you can stop the fight with a cut head instead of trying to fix it, because that was the most stupidest thing I've seen in the sport for years. And then you look at what happened in the last fight. And I know what happened because I didn't predict it's going to happen in the fight, but I knew Tim would have a problem with guys who have a good left hook because Tim throws his punches from a little low. But like I said, man, I would love to spend an hour with Tim, and like I said, but Tim has one problem, that he's loyal, but he's loyal to the wrong person. He's got to be loyal to himself first. Once you're loyal to yourself, you can be loyal to everybody else. You can, he helped me. Yeah, he helped you. But if they helped him, I'd say he most probably lost $5 or $6 million when he lost his title, because if he fights for a title, with a title, he's going to get 5 times more than he got. So I just say, look, and life's not about money. Life's about being loyal. The more loyal you are, the more money you'll make. But listen, there comes a time in your life when you're old enough to make a decision, and he has to make a decision. Tim really needs to sit down and look in the mirror and say, listen, what some of the people are saying are right. If I had somebody first of all, who could stop the cut from bleeding, that would have been different. But you had somebody that couldn't even stop the cut from bleeding. And forget the cut was big. You don't put cotton buds in a cut. You pressure and you push it together. So I don't know where that cut man learned to do that, or how stupid it was. Or he thinks he's putting more adrenaline in there. Get on a cotton bud, and just not a cotton bud, get on a cotton ball and put in there, then put pressure on it. But like I said, I'm not worried. Well, I'm not. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, because I'm very close to the Tszyu family, his mother, his brothers, his father. I admire them all. But I'm here to talk about Brock, and I just know that if Brock prepares properly for this fight, and we take the fight plan that we have into the ring, and we can make it correct, then make Thurman fight our fight instead of us fight his, I think Brock can be victorious.
Just one last one on other topics. Sam Goodman, a disappointing outcome for him, losing that undisputed title opportunity. Thoughts on that one? Again,
no disrespect. I've got head guards at home that if somebody hits you with an iron ball, an iron bat, or you're not going to get cut because they're the ones you wear. So after that first time you got cut, you try to find the best possible thing that's going to stop it. So again, I feel sad for Sammy, and Sammy's a guy who thought he could, and still does, thinks he can believe everybody. And when you got that, you're got a huge head start. But like I said, I hope when he comes back, his manager Peter Mutreska will just bring him so I can give him this new head guard that I've got here, and he'll never have a cut again in his life.
Beauty. Thanks so much, mate.
Hey, pleasure. Thank you.